What's up, guys? My name's Captain Dave, and welcome back to the Amazing Spider-Man 2, where last time we left off... Oh, perfect, there's my train as well. That was nicely timed. But last time we left off, we went around and we went and controlled the city as the Iron Spider. Just try and keep up with this train. We went around, patrolled the city as the Iron Spider, and found what could possibly be a new ally in the Kraven. But, yeah... It may have been obvious, may have not been obvious, but it was. I don't think I was at my best last time I was with you. I don't think my brain was quite in it. It's just things were just not going our way, as it was quite evident by quite a lot of the missions we did. But hey, what can I say? It's the joys of having epilepsy, my friend. You wake up each morning, it's a 50-50 split whether you're actually going to have your brain working that day. But enough about that. We have a train to catch because it is time to go back to Aunt May's house. Yes, I think you are beginning to see the pattern now when it is time for a new mission. It is indeed time for a new suit. Got to keep those threads clean. I've got to say, the Iron Spider suit, the one that I was just using, I didn't really like it that much at first, but I don't know, the more I've used it, it's just kind of grown on me a little bit. I think all suits tend to look better at night time though. I don't know what it is. There's just something about it. They just look better at night time, especially the one that have glowy bits, like this one or the say like the black suit, because obviously white is obviously heavily in contrast to black. It just glows out at night and makes it look a lot better. And some suits you get later on that have glowy bits like Big Time and Spider Armor, stuff like that. They just look good. But it is time to enter the Lion's Den, and I think for that we're going to need the good old black suit. There's loads of other suits I want to use. Things the black suit isn't actually used for stealth. I mean, I'll quickly just have a look at that. Its stats there. It's all about damage, really. It's damage bonus, damage resistance, and also your tech piece bonus, which is just kind of handy. So it's not really used for stealth, but the way I'm going to go throughout this game, I don't really see another opportunity when I'm going to want to use the black suit, so I might as well utilise its features now. Hell, the damage bonus could always be a good get-out-of-jail-free card if I mess this up.
Peter, I don't know if you heard, but Norman Osborn passed away. You should see if Harry needs someone to talk to. It can help to hear from someone who's been through it.
Ah, see, that's why you're looking at Uncle Ben. I was just about to tell you. I was going to say, you are aware that picture is not Norman Osborn, aren't May? You weren't married to Norman Osborn. You're aware of that, right? That's Uncle Ben. Just go back and watch the start of this walkthrough, then you'll remember. Yes, I know the real reason she's looking at it before someone without a sense of humour corrects me. But anyway... I think if I remember rightly last time, we went around, we solved a whole bunch of crimes, and after going around and attempting to solve all these crimes, we ended up with, I think, a lower hero rating than we did to begin with. Anyway, as I said earlier, my head was just not with me last time we had a recording session, but this time I'm doped up on coffee and ready to go. So, expect a lot of babbling to be coming out of my mouth. But I think as we head over to the location that Kraven pointed us to, if there's a crime in the way, I don't see why we can't solve it. It wouldn't be very hero-y, it just wouldn't be very Spider-Man-y for us to ignore it.
Okay, let's go see what Kraven's got to teach me, besides mustache grooming.
Hey, there is a fine art to mustache grooming. Just ask Tom Selleck. That guy combs his mustache like a champ. Trust me, coming from someone who has
alternative transportation.
Coming from someone who has a newly formed beard, or at least somewhat of a beard anyway, mustache grooming has an art in itself, trust me. But anyway, Kraven, what have you got to teach me?
I knew you. Yeah, well, don't get any ideas about me being your sidekick. But I'm on the trail of the Carnage Killer. And tracking's a little out of my wheelhouse.
Ah, yes, the killer. I thought he might be you. But I have watched you, and I see that you are no
spied on me?
madman. Only briefly. There is much a hunter can learn from observation. I see in the way you carry yourself like a lost child, that you lack someone to guide you, to help you become a man. I have no son of my own. I do not want my legacy to die with me. I can make you the ultimate hunter. Let us work together to find this carnage killer and suppress the crime wave. Let us do together what we could not do alone.
I'm still gonna operate on my own.
Of course, as will I. But we will be there for each other when it is needed.
I sent you an address. There is a back alley from which the Russians move stolen Oscorp equipment to a safe house. Use the little fish to catch the big ones.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Kraven and Captain Stacy seem to have the same advice. Well, you don't need to know anything about Spider-Man to have your own internal Spidey sense saying that we may have just made a deal with the devil right there. Speaking of, where are you off to, Kraven? Why don't you come with us? Wow, you're a tall fellow, aren't you? No, okay, that's if you want me to go, just say. You didn't have to turn your back on me. That's just rude, Kraven. Just rude. But, whoa, Spider-Man, you just got some air. But anyway, let's go check out this thing that Kraven just told us about.
It is tempting to catch the easiest prey, but in our case, the most obvious criminals are the most inconsequential. Wait. Follow them. See where they go.
I get that, but I'm not gonna let anyone get hurt. If I see these guys threatening someone's life, they're going down.
Illegal money is usually paid in cash. If you follow low-level criminals as they drop off their earnings, they will lead you to the next rung of the ladder. You are doing well. Now listen. Higher-level criminals prefer to keep a low profile. But just as animals must visit they must collect their money and pay those above them.
I'll give them this. The way these guys hustle all over the city, they're getting one heck of a cardio workout.
Often, the higher-level criminals will lead you to legitimate businesses that serve as a front to launder the illegal income. It is here you will find their bosses who pretend at respectability.
I have to admit, Kraven, all this is leading me to the big fish I never used to find before. Thanks.
If we don't have everything ready when the truck arrives, we'll be in big trouble!
Gotta get a photo of that crate of Oscorp tech, so I can trace it.
Will do, Spider-Man, will do.
This crate is heavier than your mother. If you drop that, I'm not taking the blame for you. Quick, get crate loaded before someone sees us.
A little too late for that, buddy. I tell you what, it's not really a good omen when we had that cutscene with Kraven just now and it started glitching out. That's very much not a good sign.
Good shot.
Everyone's audio was like overlapping with each other.
That Oscorp tech will go to their superiors. Do not lose sight of it.
I'll stick to it like, well, me.
Don't worry, Cravey. Spider-Man is on the case. Did I just call him Spidey-Man? What am I, 12? Spidey-Man! I'm supposed to be tracking the thing and I'm pretty much just landing on it. That's better. Let him get ahead.
Can't lose that truck. It's my ticket to the Russian secret clubhouse. Kraven's tips are paying off. I get the feeling there are a lot of bad guys in there. I better keep a low profile.
Indeed we shall, and there's only one way to find out how many people there are in there, and it's infiltration time.
I'm guessing this isn't a restaurant guide. The Carnage Killer. These must be all the places where he killed these guys' friends. A lot more than the police know about. I know what Kraven would say. A clearer picture of the Predator's hunting grounds.
Now the good thing
I'll take
The
that.
good thing about these little Russian hideouts is obviously this one's mandatory, you have to do it, but the rest of them you unlock them as you progress through the story, and you can choose to do them as and when you like, and every single one you complete you get a new costume as a reward. And I do just kind of love them. They're just so much fun. You can just do them as and when you please, and take your time, be stealthy and all that sort of jazz, and you get a nice costume as a reward. It's just... I just personally like them. I find them quite fun. But anyway, enemies in heavily secured areas are much more alert to anything unusual. Sneak around and take out the guards silently, or the awareness level will reach to a critical stage and you will fail your mission. So basically, you cannot be seen, and if...
So this is where all the cool gangsters hang out.
So you can't be seen, but if you do get seen, you need to get out of dodge as quick as possible, because then if that awareness level gets to the top, they pack up shop and that suit of yours is gone! Or at least until you can next enter the Russian mob anyway.
Fisk is already rich, but he's holding a fundraiser, a party, to ask out. Rich man coming to fight crime. You want to fight us, eh? Fine. Let's see if he has the stomach for it. Have you seen him? He has the stomach for anything.
Hey, I like that Russian mobster. He just took the mick out of Fisk. That's my job, but hey, I'll let other people join in if they want. So anyway, same sort of deal when you're doing this sort of things. The roaming guys are normally your priority, because if anyone's going to catch you out, it's those guys. The static guys who just stay looking one direction, you always know where they're going to be. So they're not really much of a concern. So obviously, when you're doing ones like this, normally it's a stealth character, like someone like Big Time or Noir. They're the sort of suits you're really going to want for this, but... when it comes down to it... Oh, I thought there was going to be another bar there I could go on to.
I've seen more of these task force fools flying around like pigeons. One of them arrested that kid. They're well paid and well protected. Very hard to get to. And maybe we get to the men who pay them.
Oh man, that's not a good start at all. First guy I take down and somebody nearly notices.
There! Get him!
Or somebody does notice. Good start, Spider-Man, good start. Oh, but I can't really blame Spider-Man, it's my bad, really.
The spider! Come quickly!
I can hear him, but I can't see him. Oh, it looks like he's making a lot of noise and not actually doing anything about it, because my awareness level has barely risen up. Where did that guy go? Well, this isn't exactly the best tutorial on how to do one of these things, but... Come on, buddy. Is he stuck? I think he's stuck down there, isn't he? Alright, fair enough. I'm going to leave you for another day. I'm going to wipe up the rest of these guys while you're down there panicking. Well, normally what I would say is you take out the roving guys and then, while everyone else is, while the static guys are none the wiser, then you can take out everyone else. But it looks like my plan didn't exactly go how it was supposed to. But then, well, no surprise then. When does my plan ever go the way it's supposed to? Yeah, but as I say, something like a Noir suit or the Big Time suit, they'll be good for this one, because that range, as we saw in the Oscult base, is increased by a hell of a lot, so it means you can take people down from further. And then that little mistake I made just then probably wouldn't have happened. Righty-ho, right, now we're back on track. Let's try and keep this thing going without any more mistakes. And if you do manage to go around one of these bases without being seen at all, then you also get, there's a few challenges you can do for not being noticed in the slightest. It's always a good idea to pay attention to them. Well, it looks like before we take out this guy, we've got that one guy down there we need to be disposing of. I don't know, just the way to do it. Ooh, and there's an audio log to boot.
I don't know what happened. I thought I was dead, electrocuted. Everything went black. I was so scared. Always been afraid of the dark. But I don't feel scared anymore. I don't feel weak. I feel full of power, alive with energy. I don't have to be scared of the dark now. I can make my own light. But I need more. More energy, more power. I know where to go. Where the lights never go out.
Disneyland? Oh, look at that. Max Dillon's going to Disneyland. I feel so happy for him. Well, before I take out you, buddy boy, I believe there's a tech piece up there I could be obtaining.
Just what I wanted.
I always prefer it when Spider-Man sticks them to the wall like that. I don't know why, I just think it looks awesome. But anyway, let's see what Oscorp has for us today.
Man, what I could do with equipment like this. Harry won't mind if I borrow this for a little while.
You have unlocked an awesome new suit for Spider-Man to wear. Each suit will provide different bonuses to our favourite web slinger, so don't hesitate to return to Aunt May's house and change to a new one that will better fit your style. Well, trust me, I don't hesitate going back to Aunt May's house at all. Do you want to switch to his newly acquired suit? Hell yes I do, because enter my favourite suit in this game, along with Noir.
You'll be dead before you see me move.
Better go see what that was.
I like how he calls her at that. Yeah, well, it looks like she was wrong already, because I just saw her jump down there. Yeah, but if I hadn't already promised you guys that I was going to use like a variety of costumes throughout this thing, I would gladly use this costume for the whole game. I just love this costume, which is slightly odd. I could swear there was a tech piece down here. Yeah, there was. Why was that not appearing on my Spidey sense? That's kind of odd. But yeah, it's kind of odd that I love this suit as much as I do, because I've actually not really yet read any of Ultimate Spider-Man with Miles Morales, and this is my favourite suit in the game, so maybe I should really get on doing that. Say nighty night. Alright, where does Speedy Gonzales go?
That's what I'm talking about.
Uh-oh, I think I'm about to find out exactly where she went. Oh, no you don't.
How can anyone be that fast?
Well, as you can see from the prompts that are appearing on the screen, when she jumps around in the air...
Hey lady, how much coffee did you drink?
Basically, if you wait until she jumps around in the air... Ooh! And then use the web pull to pull her close to you, you can get a couple of punches off. And then she'll try and dodge about again. Whoa! Not so fast there, little lady. Really help if this camera angle actually moved slightly. Why is it fixated on this one position? It's like fixated.
One time I fought somebody who was a real loser. fundraiser, and they were still better than you.
Kind of fixated on her and not Spider-Man. It's almost like I'm playing as her.
She always dodges when she's got both feet on the ground.
Yeah, well, she's got both feet on the floor. She gets my feet in her face.
I'm gonna guess this was not a meeting of the Wilson Fisk fan club. Craven, I'm sending you pictures. The first one looks like a map of places the Carnage Killer struck.
Ah, yes. Good. Good. The more we can learn of his habits, the better.
Next up is a flyer for an anti-crime fundraiser hosted by Wilson Fisk. I think they're gonna try and kill him there. Even if Fisk is crooked, I can't let them do that. Especially with all those innocent people around.
The fundraiser is tonight. They will have put their plan into action already. You must go to the location and stop them.
Just one problem. I don't have an invitation, and I'm guessing you don't either.
Then we must improvise. I am too well known to bypass security. But under your mask, Spider-Man, nobody knows who you are.
Here's a hint. I'm not rich enough to go to this.